Track live, track live. All right, we are live.
Well, gasp.
We're alive.
But are you sure about that? Can they hear us?
Yes, I made sure to hit the buttons this time.
But are you sure?
I hit the button this time. All right, so when last we left off, everyone was sort of just chilling on the roof as the sun rose. Meanwhile, downstairs, nobody he is hanging out with a group of just random people from off the street, including like one or two guards, just chilling in the bread shop, waiting for the sandstorm um, alarm to end.
Giving them an unsolicited speech.
All right, go ahead and roll me a charisma roll. For the feat that you're trying to use, it needs to be a diplomacy, I guess, or I guess you could use intimidation. However you want to give your speech.
Hmm. Well, there isn't diplomacy for one. It's persuasion, I guess.
Persuasion, bluff, whatever.
Ugh, I could go many different ways with this. They're all +7, so I goes with fine. We'll go with 22.
All right. As like you see, quite a few of them are thoroughly convinced that yeah, this is a bad situation, and but for the most part, it doesn't seem like they're going to fully abandon in their beliefs ju- just from this one incident. And
But it
um,
isn't one incident. Literally, the incident from a year ago that nearly wiped this town off the face of this earth. It was off the face of Naresh. Let me rephrase. As one such god nearly took this down with a whole tidal wave just because of a war that y'all weren't even involved with. And I can recount many of incidents that I've realized in my long life. I could keep listing and going on forever of how the little people have been just used and abused just because one little, well, not so little god may have been slightly ticked off, releasing unintentional plagues that really just do more harm than good.
mm, like a couple of some grumble and grumble.
You may rumble and grumble, but deep down in your souls, you do know that I'm correct.
Um,
The,
a, a human woman. She's obviously he not Noxian though. Um, judging from her dark skin tone, she's most likely from Scythia. She stands up. If- And What, pray tell, is your better option?
Can I?
Hold on, I have to think about my response here.
I
Um,
mean, you who have spent the past, she looks at her pocket watch, 3 hours talking about the follies of the gods, but have you once mentioned the other side of the conversation? Like she holds up her pendant and to Nessa, the goddess of nature. Is it not the gods who give us the ability to grow food, the ability and knowledge of everything that walks this earth? Can we
no,
not trust in them to who give us the blessings, things, and the repercussions of our actions? You
no,
seem to you seem to only talk of yes, these gods have are causing issues, but what of the greater gods, the ones that are sitting in Elysium, making sure that this world turns around?
Well, to me, nobody's doing anything right about now. So,
well,
uh, can
for
we see
what
the? Can we see where we are?
y'all are on the roof. Y'all aren't hearing
Actually,
this.
Adarpi
I'm
wasn't
not
on the
doing.
roof.
Uh,
Adarpi
I
was
thought I was.
just
I was trying to stay outside, but sandstorm's kind of pretty awful.
Well,
So
no, the
I'm.
sandstorm's not hitting inside the city.
it's no, there's still sand and stuff in the city. It's just the city is protected from the main branch of it.
I was, I was asking, can we see them from? Like, can we see each one of them?
Uh, you can't
I think
like
so, because that's what everyone else is watching.
yeah, if you go, like, if you look outside, you can still see them up in the sky. They're a little more than dots at the height that they are, yeah, but you can definitely tell well, that they're having some sort of heated conversation with Kim Ryujin in the middle trying to mediate.
but to answer your questions, no, the gods don't need to do those things. They only just have the power to give them out, and even then, they don't even give out your true potential. They only mitigate to the point where they keep you in the lower than them, so you may never be able to overpower them.
Hmm.
Yes, they may give power to the select few, but it's only these select few that they have complete control over.
You, Minotaur child, you spoke earlier. There, you seem to have also have a negative outlook on the gods. What has happened in your life that the gods have failed you on?
Who? Me?
Yes, you, the young Minotaur.
Look, I just think this is dumb. Like, you have the option to put your you have the option to consider the people who are lesser than you versus just running amok just because you have the power. Now, I don't really care, or you're a god or not. I feel like we should still take care of those who can't take care of themselves. This nonsense that's going on outside is ridiculous.
Nobody will actually walk down and go to the person that was talking to him. Tell me, do you really think you are in control of your own fate? Or does your God only dictate what you do so that you can do it for the rest of your life, doing the same monotonous thing, never really learning your true potential and dying as someone who is just part of the sands of the desert? As he just flicks the amulet and that they're raising. Can you truly tell me this?
Yes, I can. and for I am a tree speaker. I've talked to many a tree and who've seen many be alive if passed before them. My home village is full of monks and missionaries, is who all wield the power of some deity and go out into the land and to better the people. That is what Scythia is about. It's a nation of people who are looking to do the work of the gods on this world.
That did
Why?
not answer
Well,
my
can you do the work
question.
to kind of stop this nonsense?
That does not answer my question. You literally said verbatim that you're only doing the works of the gods. But what about yourself? What happens when your work of the gods deeply contradicts your own personal beliefs and maybe even gets you or your family killed?
Then that is what happens.
See, that's where I don't agree with you.
The thing is,
You should not have to
you
sacrifice
lack
yourself.
faith.
You lack conviction.
Conviction,
Well,
that is
actually, they are convicted. They are very, very determined to do what they feel. You know, they're very determined to follow in what they believe in. You are very
Yes,
determined to follow in what you believe in. So you don't agree with them. They don't agree with you. I'm going outside.
young lady. You probably shouldn't go outside. It's
she's
very
fine.
windy and sandy, and
I'm
you know
going
how
outside.
sand is. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
Maybe I'll leave the door open.
Don't leave the door open. We're inside because of the
Hmm.
bell, and we're technically we were not supposed to go outside until the all clear bell rings. And it's about at this point that the bells ring again. Oh, I guess I, I guess you can go outside. Hey, about your about your business, citizens. All right, citizens, go. Like he just sort of uh, shoos everyone out.
Hmm.
The one girl, Scythian girl, states, "What is your name, in oh priest of nothing?"
I am no priest. I do not claim to worship anyone but myself.
Ah,
I am nobody.
oh, that's certainly not a forgettable name, she says, rolling her eyes.
Forget me not, dear one, for it may be your redemption in the future.
You may
Listen
call
here.
me Nadea.
Well, Nadea, I do actually respect that you do listen to nature, but the voice that orders it may be your undoing.
That's where you're wrong. There's no, though, there's nothing that Nessa can do that is outside of her domain. And I understood that the moment I took the cloth. You simply haven't found the right God to fit your outlook on life.
No God will forever fit my outlook in life.
Really?
To be honest, there should be no gods at all. People should be able to govern themselves how much power they want or how much they can achieve in their own lives without any of the aid of someone sitting on their shoulder,
Do
dictating how they live every
you,
single day.
do you understand what the soul samples are?
The what?
Soul samples. It's I don't know what you would call it where you're from, but in Scythia we call it the soul shackle, the limit that's put on our souls in how much power we can contain in our bodies. There are very few ways to shake these shackles, and it's believed that these shackles are there to prevent it tragedies from happening, because those who break these shackles usually cause great devastation and destruction in their wake, regardless of how kind-hearted and good they are.
No question. Who told you about those effects about the soul samples
Shackles.
at the shackles?
That this is something that is known, but it is part of our culture.
But
Um,
I'm
there's
willing to bet money that the gods have started those rumors.
oh, it is not rumors. There's, have you ever seen your soul?
You can say I'm quite familiar with it. As the
Everyone's
as his halo just slightly spins.
as as everyone has a certain capacity to their soul, which is measurable at their birth. Most people don't achieve that capacity, and different people from different regions might have greater or lesser capacity. That is the soul cycle. It binds us and prevents us from doing more than what that we need. The world doesn't need millions of powerful people who changing the weather or you know fighting off armies. If everyone was a hero, then no one would be.
Hmm. I think
So
you're
we work within the limits that have been put on us by this world, and it is my belief that the gods aren't the ones who set this. This is just a fundamental part of the balance of this world.
Um, I will interject at this point after delivering the myth. And what does that say about our world that interact with so many others?
Well, have you traveled the plains, either of you?
mm, in
Not
another life
personally.
per se.
Um, you, young Minotaur, you seem to have an elemental energy about you. Have you traveled the plains?
Yeah, from, here and there, searching for some people. Why?
The in other planes, things other like even going to the child moon, the rules are different. People's souls act differently, and our souls adapt to that world if we're there long enough. Um, I once went to the plane of fire when I was very young, and on that plane, I was able to. Um, they categorized the people based off of their soul flames. The color of their flame denoted how pure their soul was, and the purest flame was the fire king, the ruler of the whole plane. No, wait, flame emperor. I forgot what I even called them. The fire kings are the ones below the flame emperor. Blah.
I mean, she's allowed to be wrong about things.
Yeah, the fire kings and the flame emperor.
You said the color of the flame.
Yes, this
I'll laugh and I'll be like, what about this one? And I'll do produce flame.
um oh, that's very blue. Why is it blue?
You,
Ah,
I think it's a rather weak system of governance if it is. categorized by something that you can change with the right chemical reaction.
No, dude,
I didn't.
a soul flame can't really be changed very easily. For it to change, your soul has to go through a cleansing or darkening.
Oh,
It is
uh,
said that one will come with a pure dark flame and cleanse the whole plane of fire, uh, leaving only
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
brightest of white flames left.
Your flame's not dark enough for that.
So the plane will go the way of pure humans.
I don't know.
Mass extinction.
Not extinction. A lot of them believe that it's just a renewal, that they will, that all of them will be cleansed by the dark flame and reborn and pure.
They just simply believe in rebirth. But what about those who don't? Wouldn't that be murder?
I do not know. I was not yet raised in that culture, so my outside perspective it can't easily even ascertain how they truly feel one way or another.
I'll extinguish the flame.
If you see me around town, then do say hi. She's going to leave out.
How bad is it outside?
The sand has mostly subsided, and you can see the sand that was blown in is like this deep orangish red color, like almost the color of rust. While the sand that you
Hmm.
normally see is like this golden in color, almost shimmery. Like when you look at it really close, it looks like little gold crystals was just flying in the wind. But this sand is like a deep red.
What time of day is it? Let me
It's
see.
early in the morning. This is after you guys woke up from visiting, what's her name?
Layla.
Um,
Layla.
and I guess, help clean up and all that around town. Use if I can use Druidcraft to kind of blow some of the sand back towards the
Yeah.
docks and encourage other patrons, I guess, to help out too.
As you're heading
the
out and starting to help with cleaning up some of the sand, and Benu flies down, holding a little baby kobold who's holding thing- two bundles of things in like these little boxes.
Did your bird kidnap a baby?
No, that's the beetle thing that she completely forgot about.
I didn't
I
see
didn't
that,
forget about
so I didn't
the
see that. So as far as I
I
know, Bennu just kidnapped the baby.
oh
No, this is a issue between whatever her name is and me. I gotta find a soul to inhabit this
the
child,
child.
Hello, I
baby.
am Caprice. I
You
have
hush.
I am now this in this
Mm,
tiny baby body. Look
mm,
at me go.
hey,
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you, quiet. Nope.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
Is
yeah.
I'll
this
pick it up.
the
Hey,
Is this how minotaurs reproduce?
No and
no
Jeffries? You
ill.
say?
no.
it's a
So
kobold
long
baby.
I don't
long
know
and
how that.
long and short of it, while
I
you
know.
were talking, long and short of it, we didn't. They didn't want to kill the body that we were all stuck in, so we put the beetle that she had
Oh,
into the baby's body until we could find a suitable soul to take it over.
oh, that's gross. Just let it die.
And while you're in there, I look at the beetle baby.
Okay,
While you're in there, you have to act like a baby. So quiet.
But
Has it ever
I'm just
been
not
a baby?
hold on.
smart about that.
how do babies act? I was sort of
Well, one,
born in the state that I was have always existed.
Okay,
Hold
well,
on.
let's start with not talking for a bit. Unless we say something to you.
Sorry, I was going to say out of game. Isn't Kefris one of the gods?
Is it?
I don't think so. He's not on my list.
It sounds familiar. That's all.
Um, some, those who played in the Blood Jungle campaign might have heard mention of Caprice. And also from a certain boss battle, Caprice was mentioned. But that would be a knowledge religion that only people who would be in the blood jungle, who've been to the blood jungle, would be able to make.
I
Oh,
don't think
well,
I don't think we've been to the blood
Uh,
jungle.
we have.
But I think in the current campaign, only 2 people have been there. As for the people who have been part of that game, everyone but me, Lex, and Sarah, I think.
There was there.
Okay, I was unaware.
Uh,
I'm actually pretty decent at this.
Alright,
we both rolled the same.
alright. So yeah, you guys have heard of Caprice. They're a classification of angel that serve the sun and goddess. The people, the elf nation that lived in the hmm, blood jungle, who had a depiction of them in some of their temple. They're basically these golden black beetles that are supposed to carry sunlight down from the heavens to earth. But functionally, they're basically just lower ranking celestial beings that serve the sun goddess.
It's basically a Jiminy Cricket in my pocket.
Oh.
Or, well,
One of.
technically crawling all over my body since he popped out of my tail earlier.
Is there a particular reason that you shoved an angel into a baby's body?
One of their servants. Ugh.
Well, because I didn't want to ruin the body.
As for the angel, I think Dobat knows, doesn't he? Or have you not told anyone?
No, we haven't told anybody about our past.
No, not you two. About that the beetle is from her sister.
Yeah, no, it's just they just know it's mine. Well, they don't know it's mine. They just no
Well, I
one
was gonna
knows
say
about Vito except
okay.
for whoever was at the place with the lady the night before.
I don't know if Dobat knows.
Yeah, so whoever was in there with us to see me put the beetle into the baby, then yeah.
Oh then yeah. So that is her sister's familiar.
I shrug. He's mine now,
No,
Yeah.
temporarily.
I still belong to your sister. I just here.
Yeah. Baby, remember? Shh. Here, let's go find you an outfit.
I need clothes. I thought my skills would keep me
Sure.
warm.
You're what?
Scales.
It's a little aquatic kobold.
Let's get you some clothes.
Whenever a Darby leaves, nobody's just gonna turn to everyone. Are we just not going to address that she kidnapped a kobold baby?
No, because it was grown in Layla's lab. Tech out of game, we were all part of it. You just weren't here for it.
Mm.
Like literally everyone
Unless
was
unless
everyone ex-
nobody literally was not paying attention the entire time we were with Layla. Nobody was just ignoring the whole conversation, which makes sense because
Yeah, so quick catch up. We all went to sleep, and then everyone except for John's character woke up in this baby's body, which was grown from the stuff we killed and whatever was in the puzzle box.
I don't remember killing kobolds.
Well, it was like it was a body that she had in her lab.
And no, you didn't kill a kobold. Dorothy killed a kobold.
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she?
And Dolbat killed a merfolk. And we actually took down 3 merfolks that day, as well as an Oni.
I don't want to be a part of that conversation.
I didn't want to waste the body.
I showed them evidence.
Instead of wasting it by her severing the soul tie, we just replaced my soul with that of this beetle temporarily until we could find someone else to replace it. Some suggested my sister, she wanted a new body, and some suggested, well, I suggested the bad guy person. And yeah.
So, Keontae,
Hmm.
so the storm, is there like a fireplace in the manor or not?
Yeah, there's a cooking stove and everything.
Okay, so is it big enough to throw stuff in? I
Um,
don't want to house down what I'm about to do.
yeah, it's big enough to throw things in.
You're in Green Hills, you're heading there. And then we can cross the island.
Neat. Simon is going to go. He's gonna try to find a Darpy since he spent the night in the tent. He's gonna go talk to her real quick because they need to have a
I
conversation.
wonder how embarrassing this feels when they realized 4 people saw them. It wasn't me. Only me and the
I guess we should.
They're not going to get banned, but they're
I'll
going to
be
get
I'll
bumped.
be
Let's see.
I'm just going while I'm going around to go to a market to kind of find an outfit. I'm kind of using Druidcraft to blow up the sand and all that stuff away from the the streets off the roads, basically whatever's in my path.
Mm.
It'd be great if I was able to use whip or whatever it's called, not the whip. um Entangle to use the vines to like a broom. But
So while he's kind of looking around, and eventually, if Simon does manage to find a Darpy, he'll walk over. Hey kid, you got a second?
sure, if we could walk and talk.
Hmm. All right.
Did you
So
buy barbecue pizza? Sorry. Mm.
I
so
let the
kind of
kids decide. Sorry.
so kind of in like a bit of a hushed tone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, kid. Look, here's the deal. I'm gonna need you to make a choice, and I'll help you with either one of them. But know that going forward, any escapades like last night, we're probably going to have to work way harder than what we did. So,
Hmm.
understand you have some issues with your sister and her situation, but also getting back at those who hurt your family. So I need you to pick now, which one do you want? Do you want the get back, or do you want your sister's condition resolved?
I can't give you a pick.
I just fucking can't.
That doesn't sound like a choice
I still got
that I'm willing to
screenshot.
make.
Mm.
Now, we can work together on this hit.
I got this
We can
screenshot.
figure something else out. Honestly, I was actually seeing about. I don't know where the bibs are. Honestly, I was considering figuring out a way to infiltrate the Navy base and cozy up as
I
close
want
as
to
I
get so
can.
happy.
But it's not going to stop my goal to get my sister out of the situation she's in. Both of those goals are kind of side by side.
Mm.
So,
I see.
what's your plan?
All right,
I
kid.
mean, look, all I need to do is get a couple of seeds into her clothing. If I can get her weak enough, slow poison, the drip. I'm gonna make sure that Bennu's actually like paying attention and making sure no one's listening to us.
Hmm.
Mm.
He'll do so.
All right.
But we need to figure something out because any more time that she's around, the more we're, sticking out like sore thumbs, that she might could even figure out who did it to her.
Mm.
Didn't Bennu pick up something from her
Hmm. A necklace. Necklace that she was looking at and crying over.
that I was what?
Well, necklace that she was looking at and crying over when you guys jumped her.
Mm. Um, I'm trying to remember something about her appearance that I can track her with. What do I remember about her that I can kind of track her whereabouts?
Mm. She had like really frizzy, reddish orange hair.
Yeah, I'm talking about with locate object.
With an eye
The
patch?
whistle.
That's the thought, yeah. But then again, can't she try and figure out a way to locate this necklace?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
there's
same.
absolutely nothing stopping it.
Then how about we can infiltrate, kind of see if we can put the necklace somewhere in the trap itself, and her going to that location. Because I mean, she could be tracking us now
Mm.
if that's the case. So
Well,
we can
dang.
play it that way.
If I was around, I actually had something I could suggest.
Hockey.
Right.
Hockey.
Well, given the choice,
Hockey. Look at the screenshot I sent. Hockey.
Oh my goodness.
between the two, which one of them takes priority?
My sister's first, but there's nothing I can do right about now. I did want to go to the next to the town over using the Adventurers Guild, so I'm probably going to head there after here just to see if the portal is available.
All right. I know I have someone to go and talk to. Everything's all still on the up and up.
I need to find a place to put this necklace temporarily.
Actually, do you mind handing it over for a bit?
Nope.
Thank
I'll
you.
toss it at you.
Put it in my pocket. Also, do you have your disguise from the other night?
Always do.
Burn it.
I just feel like maybe it can be useful.
All right then. Keep it.
Like luring her. I know that I know I can use fog cloud um or my flames to create figures to
Uh,
kind of
I'm not
but
worried. I'm not worried about
Mhm.
her. She's clearly attached to this, holding on to the locket. She'll probably come looking for it.
girl, don't do that. Yes. I look up my child's just standing in the doorway. Silent.
I'll hold on to it. Besides, consequences for me will be pretty, all things considered. Believe it or not, I'm actually rather skilled in deceit.
Okay, so that's a thought, but do we are we going to come up with some other plan other than, let's hope that she
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to go and have a conversation with some of our more unsavory later.
they're a little eccentric.
Yeah, but their skills speak for themselves.
Thank you.
I'm sure they would love to help out.
Can you give me one more slice? Yours or mine? Doesn't matter.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go have a tearing conversation with a possible dragon lady.
Okay. I'll use the baby's hand to wave.
Wait, why are you waving my hand? I'm not saying bye.
Do not speak, small kobold child.
But I am not a kobold. I'm a celestial being in a baby kobold's body.
At this moment, you are. At this moment, okay? You said that you'd be this baby for a bit. Be the baby. Just imagining the people who are so seeing me aggressively talk to this infant in the street.
Yeah, Simon's gonna head on. Basically, he's hoping. Can I do, like check to figure out which one is more likely for Redskin got to be like, you know, or like at her bank?
Um, so today is supposed to be a parade day. And it's the last day of the festivities.
Hmm.
Um, hmm, where would she be?
Would you
Um,
like us to come with you?
I mean, you can if you want. Simon's gonna stop you.
I didn't know if you wanted to go on this alone because we weren't a part of the stuff you did, or if you wanted to back up because it seems like you and Darby are splitting.
um,
That
they
that's
they make an announcement that the tournament is going to be postponed until later in the day.
okay.
So she would most likely be near in or near the bank.
All right, then I'll head there, and I guess yeah, Simon will have invited nobody and Mana to come along.
Okay.
even Picari, but he's also kind of like, I understand if you don't want to come to this one.
I'll probably have Fakar watch today because Nissa did not live up to expectations last time.
Yeah.
They did not click how I expected them to, so it might be better if they have a little bit of a cool down period before they interact again.
Hmm.
Before we go out, actually don on his disguise.
Should we bring Dobad as well?
Hmm?
Should we bring Dobad as well?
I don't see why not.
It's up to him.
Wait,
I
where
see
are
how it
we?
is. I just leave it.
Of course, I'm not bringing the small child.
Oh wait, I almost
A
forgot.
small child with a gun.
Before we go,
Hmm.
um, can you help me with this thing in the basement?
Sure, what is it?
So anyway, here's the person I have tied up in the basement.
Good.
Oh, I almost forgot about them.
Can you hand me that hammer over there?
Oh sure, here you go.
Okay, I will at the hammer to their knee. Common, please. Do you speak it?
Give me an intimidation check.
Like, not enough to like hurt them. Just
They just kick you from their
20.
reflexes.
What do you people want? I will tell you now. I will not betray my mistress.
Are
Uh,
we are we down below questioning the merfolk guy or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. As it turns out, it's scary.
Really?
What's
And what
gonna
constitutes not betraying your mistress?
Not telling you who my mistress is.
Nobody will, in Mono's mind, would you like me to probe them? Probe their consciousness?
Oh, absolutely.
Um. Oh, come now. Surely you don't want to join them in their fate, as Dobat will basically just summon the magic circle for Firebolt.
He he rolls his eyes and then spits on the ground, but dying in the line of sir. It's kind of loud. Um, instead of instead of got it. What was I
Yeah,
gonna say?
I'm just gonna mute Kiari for now.
I've been talking. I'm a part of this conversation.
Nobody is going to just start flipping copper pieces when if the eyes, or as the eyes just open on his halo,
I'll start with a simple question.
and he'll start probing his mind.
How many members of your group are there?
As many as the sea is deep.
Oh, that's a lot.
What does his mind say?
His surface thoughts are cloudy to you.
Hmm,
He's thinking in Aquan.
interesting. Man,
Am I still able to probe deeper?
Yes, you can probe deeper, but
Mm,
Let
I
me
would
check
encourage
some.
the save.
Let me check something real quick. Does
Wording.
the spell do what I think it does?
But
Oh, it's a self-target. Never mind.
that is quite a lot. Alright. How many residences do you have?
How does one count the scales on every fish in the sea?
I lightly tap his knee again. I don't like hurting people, so if you were very direct, it would help you.
I have a proposal.
Hmm.
So, you don't want to betray your mistress.
Oh, we got to fail safe.
All right.
Ooh,
When you probe deeper, or you you see a lot, but um, it's like you're looking at everything through a fisheye lens, and it's really hard to tell what's going on. It
how
seems like
about this?
hold on. It seems like when certain people are in the room, his eyes are covered, and they're all speaking in Aquan, and so it's hard for you can't really understand what's going on, and he's not seeing anything going on.
Hmm.
If
The only person that you see regularly is the Dragonborn lady, he and one Merfolk lady. But both of them don't seem to be very high up in the organization.
From your understanding of your organization, who would you say is the weakest?
I am but chaff in the fields of wheat.
But what does his
Ah,
mind say?
He's thinking of himself and his fellow soldiers.
Hmm.
All right.
It is a shame that comprehend languages is a self spell. I would love to have given it to.
Here's the deal. Well, actually, no. That'd be a lie. But-
where do you guys like to meet up?
I didn't
was a
hear you.
good.
Where do you like where do you like to meet up with higher up? Get your orders.
I don't know.
Is he
And
correct in that?
yeah, like you see flashes of multitudes of different locations just out in the middle of the ocean where with no discernible landmarks around them. Like the only common thing that you see between all of them are dolphins, but you have no idea how the dolphins are connected to anything.
Hmm.
Where would you go if we were to let you go?
Hmm. Nowhere, everywhere. Wait, there's nothing you can get from me. My position in the organization is nothing. I am but an expendable soldier in the greater group. The
Question.
mistresses above me are all indomitable and unbreakable. You will never find them, and you are wasting your time. You might as
Hold
well
on.
just kill me.
Hold on. Specifically, you said he couldn't see a lot of the stuff.
Hmm.
What about the other senses? Could he hear?
He could hear, but all of it's in Aquan. And you, do you know Aquan as a language?
I do not. So,
Hmm.
Now comprehend language as a spell?
I don't have that spell.
I do, but
Okay.
it's self only. That's why I was checking earlier. Otherwise, I would have cast it on him immediately.
Hold on. I'm reading. Source of it. Hold on. Choose.
Okay then.
Let's look at that.
Hmm. You don't know names, but what do you know of the makeup of Siren Call? I've heard that it's primarily harpies and merfolk, but the ones that I dealt with earlier weren't either.
As I told you, we are as fast as the sea. There's no end to us.
Oh,
You will not break me. Um, you get a very alarming thought. He's thinking about something very specific, like he's thinking of chewing, and like you can see his jaw is working in an almost unnatural way.
Hmm.
Before
Like
you
his
could.
jaw.
Oh no. Oh, I thought this was nobody.
No, only
Okay.
nobody is noticing this.
Okay,
Before
okay.
he can do anything, nobody will immediately just snatch his. Or no. I'm going to cast puppet on him to make him stop.
All right. What's the save for it?
I believe I can just roll it for you.
Yeah.
It's Constitution.
Are you gonna say anything while you do that?
He has poison.
Ah,
Oh,
I
amusing.
see. I'm gonna fill his mouth up.
Well, we have to let puppet
He
resolve
has to
first.
save
Wait,
against.
Yeah. 14 on the die, 15 with your
Oh,
save.
you have it against defenders, don't you? Oh
Um,
well, then it technically would still hold, I guess, because
Um,
my DC is 15.
think we.
hold on. Let me look at the note because made a note because we had a debate about this.
I mean, either way, I am reaching into his. So please, nobody set me on fire. I don't want a repeat of that incident.
upcast firebolt.
We're not boiling another person alive.
Kind of fucked up that we're doing this, you know?
It. I
Actually, being
have
very nice.
I have a note that says rollers are defenders. And it's a question mark. So I don't think I came to a conclusive decision.
Eh,
I mean,
Uh,
yesterday we
flip.
went to rollers.
Hmm,
I mean, we
different.
could just whenever this happens, flip a coin.
It has been rollers because when we first started and it's attackers because we voted to attackers when can't remember what happened, but it was towards Seth and we were like, so we decided attackers got the advantage, and then we had another debate on it, and we still said attackers, and then there was the third one. So we've gone
I think,
about this quite a lot.
well, I think the main thing is it the person rolling or the person engaging?
hmm
If it's attackers, it will be the person incurring the role.
I think
Yep.
I think generally it goes to roller.
Alright, so circle roller this time, so for on the note,
Yelp.
so that we know it goes to roller in the future.
Okay.
I mean, we
hmm
could always pull up the streams.
The thing is, I just watched like half the streams again in like 2 weeks ago, and I still don't. don't remember which one because we talked about it post stream.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Mm-hmm.
we'll, we'll roller for now.
All right, for
Damn,
now
I
we'll
should have
go
used.
to two
I should
rollers.
have used my bloodcaster's ring.
Yeah.
But with him saying that, I am going to grab his jaw and pull down.
You see, he stuck his tongue on a barb, uh, and like he's halfway penetrated his tongue with the barb. Hip on the left side of his jaw. You got
So do I have
two.
an opportunity? Do I have an opportunity to stop him?
You do. You can see there's this black liquid coming out of the barb. You're too late. You're not really too late. If you have a split second to decide, so what are you gonna do?
Actually, wait. I'm just gonna do the obvious option. Do the thing I did to him. I'm
oh,
gonna cast
sleep.
sleep on him.
Oh, I was gonna say we actually have another option at a game. Let him burn out the poison. You and I both have lesser restoration.
Yeah, but that's a second level spot. Sleep's the first level.
Touche.
You put him to sleep. That doesn't stop the poison dripping from the barb onto his
But no,
tongue.
Actually,
but no,
hey,
it's just gonna remove the barb.
Well, those are two separate things, though. So
Okay, wait.
putting him to sleep will just knock him out, but it doesn't stop the barb from leaking the poison onto his tongue. If
Okay,
you're going to
okay.
try and rip the barb out, then you would have to make a roll for that.
Okay. So I misunderstood. I thought he was going to pierce his tongue and it hadn't gone through yet. So
He pierced his tongue, but he did that to break the tip of the barb. Or
okay,
now
then
he
in,
now he's waiting for the poison to reach the wound in his tongue.
okay, so instead I will remove the barb.
All right, give me a Constitution check to remove the poisonous barb,
Cool. Ooh, hold on. Oh no, wait. Never mind. I can't do it with mana. I was about
unless
to
you
say
have a
cooperative.
poisoner's kit.
I mean,
I do not, and I don't have an hour to make one.
I can. I was gonna say if this is a check, it could help you, but you rolled a
18.
60 on the die, so you're
Alright,
fine.
so yeah, you seeing this, you're like, you take a deep breath and just reach into his jaw and pull the barb out, and you can see it's like a manta ray barb that was just stuck in his jaw. And
Toss it.
it's like hollow out, and there's this black poison inside. You can just toss it aside real quick so that it doesn't get on your skin.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll just
technic.
wrap it in some goo and then just deposit that to the side.
I was gonna say, do you want me to just firebolt it?
I mean, you can go ahead.
Firebolt.
hold up.
Just incinerate the poison.
I was going to dip some crossbow bolts in that later, but it's fine.
You can go hunt
Yeah,
some manta rays.
Yeah, I can go at another time. Oh
yeah.
well.
Better to make sure he doesn't have a second chance at that stunt.
So I
So
think Lex agreed with Seth.
so
What?
should just ice this guy?
Oh
Not
wait.
yet.
Oh
Send
wait.
him
Oh wait.
right.
Did multiple people not want me to firebolt it?
Yeah, Lex didn't want to.
Then I won't.
Mm.
I will instead have an unseen servant hold it. Oh wait, no, I won't. It's just gonna be tossed to the side, like Kiari said before.
Okay.
I'm not gonna burn a slot on that.
Oh my. Willing to throw your life away just like that? You know, we can trap your soul instead if you're that willing to give up everything.
Do
At
it.
least
It
in
won't matter. If my life is meaningless.
Oof, Jesus Christ, man.
It's a shame you think that.
You do not understand who we serve.
A real bitch,
Then
apparently.
enlighten us.
If I remember
Have you
correctly,
heard the prophecy of the deep?
Have I?
Um, it's like one of those general knowledge prophecies. It's um. Give me a history check. Anyone who anyone who would like to.
What?
History. 18.
historical.
Oh, there's a nat 20. Nat 20 out of mana.
To say that red die was about to make me real mad because it knocked it over to a 10.
But it doesn't check that. It's just for fun effects.
Alright, so from what you those of you who got like above a 15 would know, well, people who live by the sea all know this sort of prophecy the of if that the ocean titan is going to one day raise the sea and drown the whole world, and the world will belong to the merfolk and the people
Out
who serve him.
of game. Hi, Nome. How you doing?
Hmm.
Okay, she took a very different message from this.
So
Well,
pull back.
she was coming from a side of not wanting the world to be ruled by a titan.
Ah, the Ocean Titan.
Well, she didn't want it, but also she kind of just took it as an inevitability.
Oh, so you serve the Ocean Titans group.
Okay. Well, here's a question for you. Where'd you get your little barb there? Because I don't imagine that was easy to come by. And
He
don't.
he turns
I'll.
his head. Hmm.
What's he thinking, though?
I'll.
You see like a flash of him like swimming up to a place where there's all these very large purple manta rays. He's and him gently being caressing one before and slicing its tail off. Of, and he then like says a prayer and mm, staunches the wound with his palm and lets the manta ray swim off.
Hmm. You know, huh? I actually have an idea. Eh, Since it seems like his faction is heavily involved with the ocean, and that's about all the information he's going to give to us. Just, just, I could probably get the materials together to create a neurotoxin. Let it
Good.
go in the harbor, and it'll wipe out pretty much all of them that are anywhere near the city. What am
True.
I?
And you people call us the bad guys.
Oh, I never said I was a good guy. I,
Neither did I.
but but your people are making my life more difficult. And since you can't give me somebody to talk to, get them to stop, I'll just have to keep finding people like your boss and killing them over and over again until somebody of importance comes down.
Kill myself.
All right
Just
then.
throw a 5 post that
What's your name?
We stay silent.
But does he think it?
He
It's an Aquan.
he thinks a name that sounds something like
It's an Aquan.
Ah, neat.
So what
Yeah.
what we're learning here is that at the next level, you need to take comprehend language.
But as I'm pretty sure I can't do both of those at the same time because I think comprehend languages is also a concentration.
Since when?
Well,
Well,
I don't know. I haven't checked it. But uh, but just to fuck with him, I am going to repeat what he said in his head.
It is
Hey,
not a concentration spell. It's a spell you cast and lasts
let
for an hour.
me see.
I have it.
Monotone.
Comprehend language has
Give
never
me
been a
a
concentration.
performance check to try and recreate Aquin with your.
Bet. Let's go.
Is that a nat
Oh,
one? Is that
Perfect
a nat one?
Aquin.
Oh,
that's
let's
what his
Now
go.
he
mama
thinks
says
I
it.
know Aquan. He's been thinking all those secrets.
But like he looks from side to side, and you see his thoughts are racing. And then he thinks, "I know what I must do."
So, and I fucking stab him.
Well, how do you know that? Once again, you have to wait until nobody says something.
That's
Um,
true.
you guys see a blue mark appear on his chest and start glowing.
Dispel magic.
Go ahead and roll for
Wait,
it.
is
How
this
many
a
suicide bombs do they have attached to their guys?
spy?
Wait, so wait, so it's not below level.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so what is the check I need to make?
10 plus the spells level.
No, what skill am I rolling?
It's just a
Using my spellcaster.
spell.
Yeah.
It's just a
Just
d20
to,
plus your. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
so it's a
to,
charisma check for me.
just to be clear, he's not casting a spell, is he?
No. He's activating something that was already on his body.
He's basically activating a spell tattoo. However, Dobat sees a glyph starting to appear and says, "Nope, nope, 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 nope." 12,
No.
and I can't inspire. Oh, can I inspire that?
Um,
You
it's
can
a
inspire
d20
yourself.
roll.
Yeah, it is. So I'll burn the inspo on that. And where's my? So use inspiration. So that's a 16.
A
And this is
16. You just barely he stopped him from casting a watery fireball on himself.
No, no, bad. Eh,
You know, I feel like you undervalue yourself. That's the second way to kill yourself that they put on you.
that wasn't a way to kill just himself. That would have probably killed one of us. That
Did
was
I
a fireball.
Oh,
Elemental attuned to water.
did I touch a nerve?
All right, pal. Look, here's the deal. You see my friend over there? They speak Aquan. So we already kind of know what you've been thinking. It'd really be better for you if you just told us the truth.
Ooh.
Give
Can I
me.
aid in this deception?
You can aid. Roll a d20, and if it's above a 10, you get him a +2.
But annoying is comprehend languages doesn't let me speak a language.
can he get
Well,
advantage on this? Can he get advantage on this because he did speak that perfect Aquan earlier?
I was
True.
going to say,
So
Here's a
do
question.
remember, we do. Nobody does have a cooperative as well as Dobat, so
Yeah, question.
you know that thing that we
I know
have.
Atlantean. Does that translate at all?
um, Atlantean is a different language than Aquan. Aquan comes from the elemental plane of water.
Okay.
Atlantean's a language of this world.
Well, I figured I'd take a shot at it because I thought the two might be derivatives or something.
But
So
do I get an advantage?
That's also mentioned you guys have cooperative. You can use that too.
yeah,
Was that
Yeah.
it? I can't see. No.
It's in the chat.
Lex, what are
Uh,
you? Lex, what do you want us to do?
I don't know. Lex is really wanting you guys to torture this
she,
his
she
guy.
wants us to go fucking brutal as we can, whereas I'm like, I don't need to like really brutalize this guy. I just need him to fucking think we know.
I was
Okay.
about to say, what are y'all talking about?
Should
And
I
then I
just,
finally
So
look at
you
chat.
can use the help action as a bonus action.
or I can give him my proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
I already am proficient in it, so
Well, yeah, but you could still add it. You add
oh
your
yeah,
proficiency bonus to
Which
the
that's a
check.
guaranteed +3 instead
That's a
of a +2.
well, no,
So
as a full
yeah,
round thing, you could probably still do that as a bonus and still attempt the aid roll.
yeah.
Just,
It'll cost
just
you
a,
4, but
We ain't using this feat much anyway.
okay. So maybe a possibility +5. Do I have advantage on my roll?
All right. I'll give you advantage because of your dealio.
18.
Yeah. So a +2.
So +5.
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, using your shared experiences.
Okay. So for Simon, is it normal roll or with advantage?
Normal +5,
Okay.
I think. Because nobody got the advantage for pulling the Aquan stunt. And they were granting bonuses to you.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a 21. No, it's 25, actually.
get 'em.
So spill.
I
And I
cannot
take out.
I cannot betray all that I believe in just because I fear you. I have already said and thought too much.
My friend.
Do with me
If
as you will. And he just hangs his head. And you see he starts just thinking about his his childhood training and watching the older merfolk train and fight. And like there was even that one time that the Sea Emperor Leviathan visited. Oh, a majestic day. The whole commune was in awe of its size and power. He just is thinking of happier times, waiting for you guys to do what you plan choose to do.
so, I have a question. And
Mm.
for nobody mentally. One, do any of the locations that are appearing in his head seem familiar to other locations that you've seen in his head?
uh, would I be able to reference that?
Um, yeah, you can see in the distance one of the places he thought about is the manta ray farm, but there's not really much else. It's a commune of merfolk folk huts floating in the middle of a seaweed forest in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
I'll relay that to Mana.
It's deep out in the ocean because the Sea Emperor Leviathan was able to swim near there, and that thing is huge.
Didn't it appear in the harbor last year?
No, it appeared very far out into sea.
It appeared far out to sea, and then a clash between it and Genryujin caused the tsunami,
Mhm.
Ah,
if memory serves correctly.
Yeah, this is actually the first time you're getting a good look at it. It's basically this huge, who's white, whale-like creature that has the face of a crocodile. Oh, and it has like these huge arms, finned arms, is coming out of its body. He, and then it has a smaller set of finned arms behind those. And then it just has this huge, loose whale tail at the back.
Um, I guess last question for you, Kim.
Hmm.
So when I gathered that short-term copy of her DNA, the captain's, does that take up one of my 3 slots?
Um, it would not. You just can only turn into her for an hour.
Okay.
All right.
You
So,
know, it seems that he doesn't recognize anybody of note in town,
mhm.
but I do wonder, will people in town recognize him and approach him for information?
Mm,
Switch out to
I don't think it'd work the way you're thinking.
Sadly, I
Also,
do say I think he's too low on the rung to really get any valuable information.
And the problem would probably be that even if they do approach him, they'd probably be speaking in some sort of code.
perhaps, but his boss is gone, and so is 2 of his other compatriots, and he's the only one to survive. Plus, that tunnel in that home did lead somewhere, and I could use some gills to explore it.
That is your call.
I assume this conversation is happening via kind of like mental link.
Oh no, this is
Oh no, we're
actually.
saying this
Or,
right in front of him.
no, yeah, this is happening out loud.
You guys know what I'm about at this point.
Yeah, like we all
Oh,
know that we all know that he's a slime. Kind of
Might
thing.
as well give him what he wants.
very well.
May I put him down?
Don't worry.
Shit. Okay. All right,
No,
man.
no, there's a reason that I am asking, unfortunately.
His DNA.
Pardon?
Are you trying to record him for Layla's experiment?
More, I'm trying to get crystals so I don't repeat no, I don't repeat what happened before. And I'm sure you can agree that the blood crystals are fairly easy to get.
Well, to prevent it from being messy, I'll let you know when he's about to succumb to his injuries. He's, as you see, it'll slowly start to wrap around him.
Okay, so basically you're gonna let me do the coup de grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that okay, Keontae?
Yeah.
So basically, Delvat will get out his rapier.
2d6 per round of him melting. But I am covering his face so he can't.
I would laugh if the kid just came down the stairs right now.
Oh
So
no, the
all this
basement door.
happening.
Oh no, the basement's door is locked, and I made sure he does not have a key.
Yeah. Just roll 2d6. Let's see how long it takes.
I mean, it shouldn't take but what, a round or two?
Well, he was a combatant, so he probably has a little bit more than average.
Yeah, and you and I both melted combatants in 1 round each. One took one firebolt to the face and went down.
8.
All right, he's still up after the first round.
Then do you want me?
Any
Okay.
thoughts? Any important thoughts flowing through his head?
No, he's just still thinking. Oh, well, you see this one and merfolk, who seems to be his partner. They seem to have trained and lived together. But you also see him watch as his head gets exploded by a a mana, the previous night. So he's he's just thinking of them.
That might tie into his lack of will to live right now.
I'm about to say, he's like, he watched you explode one guy's head, and then he turned to the left and saw me firebolt one.
Hmm. Don't worry, you'll see them soon.
Right.
Don't give him false hope like that.
Belbat, he's within a killing blow from you, unless his mana. Well, because mana can't really be subdued to the damage from their.
I was gonna say you could say if you want to just leave it at just GM, let it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say that you do it, and the last thing he, he'll say, he, "I go to the deeps," and as the blade pierces through him,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll go for the heart.
and you'll feel as a small blood crystal will appear.
I
All
will whisper. I will whisper in his ear. "Eh, eh, you're one of us now."
right.
So,
Which disguise are you giving up for
The bird.
the bird? Okay.
I now have 2 small blood crystals. Nice.
fuel. So I need to head to the bank.
I wouldn't.
About 10 minutes later, I'm a fish person now.
Oh, so because I think we jumped the bank, didn't we?
No, we jumped the bank teller, but I don't know if it's the same bank, but I
I was gonna say
mean,
which bank are you headed to?
I'm headed to basically like
That's
the one that Red Scale won, like the Nebunese bank, right?
yeah, there's only the one bank in town, and she's in charge of it.
And we just murdered at it, correct?
No, you murdered one of the um, bank tellers that works there, it,
So
that's
I
but
thought we
that
went to the bank and then we went into a side room.
no, you guys went into a random business. Well, a
Oh,
seemingly random business, but when you went inside, there were merfolk guards waiting for you there.
okay. Well,
um, and we'll see if that bank is nearby, the crime scene.
Mm.
No, the bank is actually inside the northern part of the castle ward,
Maybe
over
is
this
right.
way. So actually, not that far from you guys.
Good.
Oh, so let's go.
Alright.
All right then.
You guys will pass by Dorothy cleaning the streets if you guys want to pick her up.
Hmm.
RP.
Hmm.
At RP, they have people for that. It's literally their job and their only source of income. You don't need to do this for them.
out of game, I'm annoyed at myself. I thought of something that I should have done earlier, but I can't remember what I was gonna do anymore. Should have written it down.
Man, I'm getting just left out of everything. I see how it is.
I mean,
Well, you had
I
every
thought you were
opportunity to do
well,
there.
that.
well,
I thought you were in the basement. I thought
Was
you were
I?
just.
you
No one
You are
could
said
have
there.
been.
anything.
No one stopped you from going in there.
Yeah.
No, it's not me. I was away for a little bit.
I referred to you. I was like, it sounds like this is just over there, just chanting to do messed up stuff to him.
Maybe.
Nissa's just out here like, God damn, what the fuck is wrong with Simon? I've never seen him do that.
This is out here like I was expecting a brutal torture session, and they're just talking to this dude.
Yep.
And then they drowned him in goop.
And then stabbed him through the heart.
Yep.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
So anyhow,
Did you, Keontae, while I'm thinking about the crystals, did you ever figure out what I'm gonna need for level 6?
Um, for level 6, you need. It's written down. Opening the journal. Going to the right one this time. Nope, that's still the wrong one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's spirit. I mean, there's the one of spirit
Sorry.
stones and
No.
inheritances.
Now.
While we're walking around, I am going to be the Oni, not the fish guy.
Alright.
Because the Oni is already known.
You need 3 medium stones.
So 15 small. Okay.
Oh, how would Dopat feel about going and doing some hunting?
What are we hunting?
Anything.
Oh,
Well,
Nissa, would you
I
like to
have
go
a reason.
fishing?
I have a reason behind wanting to go hunting because of the taps the
Yeah. Tell them
pistol.
fire.
well, I was gonna say I still have a quest to go to a city for some husks. If you want to go
Yeah, but
there,
I can't.
I'm not sure they would be useful for what I need.
Yeah.
what do you need?
I need something more with a pulse, if you
Out of
know what
game.
I mean.
Out of
Tell them
game.
some
Would the
stuff
husk?
that happened
Would Dobat if
today.
know if the husk would fit?
Husk are a type of zombie, so probably
Okay.
not.
If you want to go hunting, I can certainly help you out.
So is the Darby gonna go with everyone to the bank? I just need to know that real quick.
Question. How many blood crystals do we need again?
So it's 3 medium. Each medium is 5 small.
Oh my god.
That's yeah. I thought that too. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's one bandit hideout per person.
Per person.
Yep. We gotta go hit up some bandit hideouts.
We
Also
got like
realize
3 or 4 criminal syndicates in this town. We could just hit them each once.
but again, it's like what I figured was going to happen was it's going to be the number of crystals you need to go up into that level. So level 6 would need 6 small, which would be a medium and a small. That's what I thought was going to end up happening.
When me and Kiara crunched the numbers, there's the progression system we settled on was is this one. It makes it so that you guys hey,
You can tell them
don't
I mean,
level
that
up
that,
too
that
quickly.
mediums aren't too difficult to get. It just the only reason why it's a lot right now is just because we aren't fighting a lot. But
And
if we keep hunting down the sirens and call people, we're gonna gather crystals pretty quickly.
also, if we ever get our butts over to a dungeon, we'll probably find plenty.
Hmm.
The problem is we're stuck on a city adventure.
So
I'm doing my best.
I'm
I need to
gonna.
get to the Adventurers Guild. I would love to, but
Uh,
I gotta go to the Adventurers Guild.
all right.
I was actually gonna ask Nissa if they were still coming with me.
I mean, I can.
I mean,
All
we
right.
can stop and go hunt something, once we get over to the other city.
Yep.
And if we
Okay.
can't go, then I'll go with you.
All right.
Sounds good.
So let's split up, gang.
I don't, I
We're
don't think we're
splitting up
splitting up
like
yet.
Scooby Doo. Oh no.
You kids be safe and don't get in trouble with the guards. Uh, well, correction, don't get in trouble with the guards if you can't deal with it. It
Like, as you're saying this, you see 2 new wanted posters go up on a wall nearby.
I gotta
Looks at the
walk
wanted
over and look
poster.
at them.
Yeah, like looks at the wanted poster.
Um, it's essentially a masked figure with red, um, with red skin around their eyes, face, and a hood covering their face, with a short description of their height, and general tone of voice, weapons that they use, and then in another one that describes a cloven individual, so either a satyr or a minotaur, or,
Oh,
and
Oh.
is the fact that they use an older rifle and that they use nature magic.
Well, that's
So
what you
that's
two got up to the
There's a
other
lot.
night.
And the third one is simply a picture of a muscly kinku who with blue feathers and flames.
Yep. I think we definitely know who those are.
lovely.
Um,
Goodness.
there
I
is
don't even know why
a
I switch faces.
there
You
is
could
a
just get away with a mask.
there is a 5,000 gold bounty for them
Yeah.
and a 1,000 gold bounty for information leading to
What?
their capture.
Can we change someone into that same exact description and then just turn them in?
No, not really. Not at this level.
I mean, if we switch to Pathfinder First Edition real quick, I can get some gloves and I can perform some artistry to make that happen.
Damn. Can I turn
I
Uh,
mean, if you kill someone's sculpt corpse and then revive it, you could do that, but that's a lot of magic and it would
Actually,
really not be worth it.
actually, you don't even need to kill anyone.
I
All
mean,
you have to do is
where's
use
my
the catatonic spell, which makes somebody be treated as a corpse. Corpses are considered objects, so all you have to do is get the gloves of, I think it was clay shaping. It allows you to mold objects as if they were clay. Okay, so then you just
Well,
mold the
that's a
body
higher
into
level
whatever
version
form you
of
need.
what I said.
No, you just need a magic item, which just relies on your GM giving you access to it.
All
Once
right.
you have it, you can just mold them into whatever form you need them to be. And then
and
bing,
they
bang,
don't have to
boom.
be alive, right? They could be dead.
Yeah, they could be dead, but you could also do it to someone who's alive so that you can turn them in if there's an additional fee for them coming in alive.
so,
Is there? I'm gonna read the thing. Is there?
No,
It doesn't say dead or alive on there.
it says dead or alive. If so, there's no additional
Awesome.
amount if they're brought in alive.
neat. I'll walk
5,000
through.
silver. That's not worth it.
Let's keep
I'm gonna
moving.
cover my rifle, but I'm not the only one who has a rifle, right? And it says gun. It doesn't say rifle, does it?
It's rifle.
It says rifle.
I'm
Old
so
style
They
sorry.
rifle,
even
no
got
less.
the make and model too.
I mean, if I give my rifle to Bennu,
You
There's
then
can
one
Yeah,
also up
Bennu,
here
who is
for him
also
as
being.
well.
Yeah, but say Bennu, who also has a wanted poster.
Yeah, but this
yeah,
is the
but he's
menu
not
that you guys
muscular. He
haven't
looks like
seen
a
yet.
bird.
but you don't need to be that tense.
Huh?
You don't need to be so tense.
I'm not tense.
I mean,
What?
we could always just kind of get some stuff to change the look of your rifle some, and then it would be perfectly fine, right?
Let's just keep moving.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Just
fine.
change the
I think
stock
it's a
on
fine
it.
wanted poster. But I'm sure your father would be proud.
Let's just keep moving.
I,
Yeah.
hmm
If they want to, if things happen, things happen.
All right, so Adarpi and Nessa are heading to the Adventurers Guild, and everyone else is heading to the bank, right?
Oh,
hmm
Well, okay. Am I hunting with
yeah. Recall him
Nissa?
all.
Okay, what are
He
y'all
doesn't
going
back
for the Adventures Guild for
right.
again?
I'm going to the Ventures Guild so I can get access to the teleporter, so I can go to that next city so I can meet the priest, so that we can figure out how to, um, do an exorcism.
Let's roll a d2 on it.
Question is, do you want to learn how to do an exorcism?
So on a 1, I go to the bank. On a 2, I go with Adarpi and Nissa.
What? We're not cool enough for you? Why
I
would you
go
want
with
to?
Adarpi and Nissa.
Why do you want to hang out with the
I
kids?
All right, we'll do the bank Well, now let's do the Adventurers Guild crew first.
Okay. Thank you. I need to go.
All right.
Okay.
So as you guys arrive at the Adventurers Guild, it's like a buzz. Does apparently the sandstorm has uncovered something in the desert, and the Adventurers Guild is revving up to send an exploratory party out to it.
Oh, Dobet's gonna inquire about it.
There's not a lot of details right now, but it seems to be some sort of structure that was buried in the sands. They suspect it might be an Atlantean hidden super or pyramid of some kind.
Are they
That is
leaving?
Layla's house.
eh, Um, yeah, are they about to send a crew right now?
No, right now they they're sending they're teleporting a survey crew out to towards the
Dobet's
location.
Dobet's gonna request to be on the survey crew with it because they know he has knowledge of Atlantean language and history.
But like you gotta put in the request. Uh,
Yeah.
Puts it
we're
in fluid Atlantean.
uh, we're they're on the teleporter right now.
Do I have approval?
There's paperwork. We can't just send you out there. We got to know. Oh, you have to know the risk. You got to sign the waivers. You can't just we can't just throw you out in the middle of the desert. We have no idea what's out there. Look, like he looks to the one of his bosses who's like who's currently walking around. Uh, um, sir, hmm? What's up? He wants to go with the survey crew. The survey crew? You sure?
I know Atlantean, I know
We'll
Atlantean
see.
history, and you cannot. And I really, really, really want to learn if this is Atlantean.
I'd say wait for the X-Racing crew, who will take people of your skill level. Well, once we assess the dangers, the survey crew is mostly just going to see what this is. They're not going to enter it. They're not going to do anything else. They're just going to go look at it and give us a general
Wait, so
sketch and outline.
how
So
many
how
times have
many
you
times?
used the
Yeah.
teleporter today?
Um,
Run!
this will be the first
Paleo!
time. Why?
Because we
Go,
have
go, go, go,
approval to
runner!
use the teleporter as well.
No. Oh, yeah, a Dorothy.
Go, go,
I
go!
remember you. Cool. I guess Boss gave you approval to use the teleporter. Where are you heading to?
Fuck!
Well,
Let's die.
he was headed to the desert,
Guys,
and
stop!
we were headed, you know, to what is that town called again? I don't have my notes in front of me right now.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it either.
Nehustan.
There.
So,
No, wait, no, you guys were going to Arun. Sorry,
Sure.
Nehustan is the city, next city after that.
I agree with whatever decision name this is. Okay.
mhm.
Mm. Um, hold on. I'll have to see what we have to send, and look. What's her name?
If you
Me?
guys are going to the desert anyway, might as well just let him tag along really quick, right?
That's not how this works at Darby. You can't just tag
I
along.
feel,
We
Uh,
don't allow
but
people to just
he can
go
take care of
along with.
himself. But we've got approval. You said that we had to have approval, and we got approval, and now
You
you're
have
Uh,
saying
approval
that
to
we
use the
can't
teleporter
just.
for your. You have to,
you,
like Dobet's gonna say, you have approval to use the teleporter to go to your place. That is the
Oh my
technicality of
God!
it.
Never mind. Jeez, you
oh,
always have to cut me.
look. Just hold on. All right. Look, I
Uh,
got.
am I?
I understand in Darby, but we can't send in someone who isn't registered here, and we don't have a full breakdown of their abilities out
Am
on
I
the
not
dangerous.
registered?
But
Um,
you don't have a full breakdown of my abilities, and I got approval.
yeah,
Different
look, yeah,
different circumstances.
you're not going
Never
to a
mind. I'm so done.
you're not going to a danger zone. So,
No, no,
look,
no. I thought Dovat would have been registered or had something there.
we never established that. Uh,
Uh,
Um, look,
okay, fair enough.
here's what I'll do. I'll put
If you want to wait and put me on the
I'll
final
put
team,
you
that's fine.
I'll put do you guys have a party, a group that you adventure with?
Do we just basically motion to
We look at each
ourselves?
other.
All right.
We all
So
look at each other and each think, should we say the others?
I, I'll put down a Darpiece group on the short list of groups that we are gonna send for the uh, for the
Excavation.
the exploration in crew. Um, at that point, we'll know more what the danger level of this is, and we'll be able to uh, assess how many crews we'll need to send out. If it's too dangerous, we'll send out uh, quite a few groups to go, who are potentially a high tier group who are the guildmaster himself might go. Who, if it's a
That
little on
game. I don't care about this desert stuff. You know, I was solely just trying to get Dobat on the group
Oh,
to there.
well, yeah, I know.
I'm just going to I'll put your group's name down, and if we call on you, will you have the option of going? All right.
Okay.
Um,
Well, in the
you,
meantime, let's go.
yeah, you'll just have
Like,
to wait for a little while. So it just we're about to send the first crew, and it'll just need an hour to recharge, and then you can go. While
it'd
Should
be
I
while
nice
hold
you're
to be
waiting,
able to spend.
while you're waiting, you can enjoy the refreshments and whatnot. That
should
the
I
How
do
long does
stupid?
sending take?
It's instant when we send people, but magic takes a while to recharge. The magic item system that we're using to teleport things isn't like can't be used rapid fire, otherwise it'll overheat and destroy itself.
So wait, has the circle already fired?
Um, it's about to. I don't know exactly when it's going to fire. It's not like we have like a little.
If I can, if I,
It's
I'm
not
I
thinking
was
of
like we
being
going to
have a
see if
stupid.
little
I can.
sign or
Yeah,
anything.
at a game, I'm just thinking of doing something stupid, but I think I'll hold back.
You aren't going to
I
just
was
slip
thinking about
into
seeing if
the
I could find one
group,
of those.
just slide right in.
Oh, you know I have this lovely little ability called Rabbit Hop.
Just jump right onto the teleporter right before it goes. Just get teleported with them.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
I
was
think
going to
I'll
say we can see if we can send an animal, a small animal, there that can kind of hide in between their feet.
now let's leave it because at a game, what I think this will do is this will give us our first dungeon. So it's better to wait for the group. Dobat was just being selfish because Dobat.
Um, so
To
as you guys
the group.
are waiting, one of the adventurers that knows you stops. Darby, why do you have a baby?
No, the baby's not with me. I gave the baby to Benu
Oh, where's
just so that
where?
he wouldn't get in the way.
Wait, where are Benu and the baby then? Because are you leaving
Um,
Benu here?
he most likely looks like one of those storks holding a baby in a little
And
towel
that's where
thing.
the story of the stork bringing the baby to people came from.
Have you heard the legend of the
But
phoenix that brings the cobalt baby?
but I don't think I would be leaving Benu, but I think I would be leaving Benu to stay here.
Mm,
Are you able to do that with familiars?
um, technically, when she activates her ability, it summons him. So,
Yeah.
I only kind of just allow him to exist outside of that, just because it's it provides more character to the wildfire spirit, other than just this thing that appears when you need it.
So it still has to remain within a range of you, even for this characterization.
Um, well, when he activates the ability, he
That was-
transforms from his bird form into his non-bird form. Um,
But
I
the
would
reason,
assume that he would just appear whenever she activates the ability, because that's how the ability he as written is.
but then the problem comes what happens to the baby when he is summoned, because the
Uh,
summoning would only call for Bennu. The baby is a living
mm,
creature and therefore wouldn't be isn't treated as an object. Even if it was, would a
That's
secondary object be
freaky.
teleported
That'd
around
be
with it?
Well,
freaky.
there's plenty of people at the house that can take care of the baby.
Hello?
Hello.
hey, Kara.
it
Okay, so
It
one,
might be a growing
familiars,
experience for
familiars can exist further than 100 feet from you. It's just in 100 feet you can telepathically communicate. As far as the summoning goes, wildfire spirits can bring people with them when they teleport, I believe,
True, that
once a
is an
day.
innate ability of a wildfire spirit, but that's short distances is within combat. I don't think that would that count. Would you want to use that one time a day, hey, to bring the baby to wherever you're at?
I mean, how often does she actually use it? She's literally never used it for a fight. She's used it as an escape tool.
Mm.
And also, I think she can just ride Bennu.
Well, again, the thing is, we're trying to see, like, where's the baby going to end up? Are we going to bring the baby with us? And if so, they're gonna probably ask questions.
like
That's
already have someone babysitting someone, and then you also have the child that could get some very useful life experience from caring for.
is the
you
cobalt a
also
boy or a
have
girl?
you also have the
Oh no.
and like the
Uh,
doctor's office that a Dorothy volunteers at that she can drop it off at.
roll me a d3.
Where will
Mm-hmm.
the baby
Ooh,
end
me?
up?
Yes, you.
Bennu
I don't.
develops a taste for baby flesh.
For cobalt flesh, no less.
I had a hunger that only cobalt babies could fill.
You want to know what would have been slightly amusing? If we had let the body fall and then no, then Mana took it as one of the forms.
Yeah, but Mana had already left by then.
I know, but it would have been an amusing thing.
You want me to be a horror movie, baby?
Well,
You want me to
it,
be Chucky out here?
well, it's even
Yes.
worse considering that you would probably have nobody carrying you around.
That'd be
I don't know if
adorable.
that would help. I don't know if that would help nobody's image when when you're
Imagine
recruiting
ours.
people into. Does it really help recruiting for
That is
an
true.
organization if you're also like, also this is
Okay,
a child that I take care of from time to time?
A
there's
single mom who works
Of
two jobs,
three,
three.
so it's a girl.
loves the kids, and never stops.
Leave it with Bakari.
Okay, she's my niece. Just watching them.
Case dies.
Huh. Okay.
Also, we can't leave her with Picard because I assume Picard's going to be there for us if we do go to this proverbial dungeon.
All right. Um. So after about an hour, you guys he's load up all yourselves and your equipment and into the teleporter, which is just big room with these copper plates in like a hexagonal pattern around it,
Oh,
and
Do that real quick.
and the floor has this weird pattern of this colored sand,
That's
and they just
Which
tell you to step into the center of the sand pattern.
that's
hmm
And as they close up the pattern, you see the different colored sands start lighting up and sifting the pattern, and eventually it forms this mandala type pattern before uh, the room fills with white light and you guys teleport.
Oh, I thought something was going to happen that would get us there before that happened.
Well, all right. So, meanwhile, at the bank, there
which
are you
since I
guys.
short rest, I have a very quick. Well, I'll ask it after game.
You guys are just you guys arrive at the bank and there's a solemn mood. Everyone's wearing their mourning in clothes. Everyone's sad and like there's this one in in bank teller who's just wailing and in sorrow. Oh,
This
Oh,
place is very melodramatic.
uh,
Excuse me, miss. Did something happen?
yes, one of our um, premier bank tellers passed away last night. Have you not heard the town criers? She was slashed down in cold blood in the middle of
yeah.
the
oh,
feast.
Well, now I just feel like a dick.
Oh,
yes.
that's awful. Do they have any idea who could have done it?
They think it was some kind of monster. Lady Raj was such a kind person to everyone that worked here. She was so generous and gave freely of herself to anyone that needed it. I can't imagine who would want to do something to her.
as Dobat while waiting has a random sneeze.
It's hard. It's hard to really find how the justification for such violence is. Hopefully, she wasn't caught up in something.
They they have someone. They have a suspect. That we were so surprised to hear. We didn't even know that they had any kind of connection. And when the um, Death Talkers spoke to her and she gave out a name. Sorry, I'm trying to find this name.
Oh, so it's gonna be the Oni.
Susan He. The
Okay.
guards are out looking for him right now. Hopefully, when they find him, they'll bring him to justice.
Oh my. Isn't he the one that runs the cafe down the way?
Yes, it's, it's no one knows why he would do such a thing, but when they talked to her, she was the one that she named.
I'm gonna excuse myself to the bathroom.
And that's what. And now you realize you probably should get up shoots and he's form.
That old geezer?
Do they have a bathroom, by the way?
Yes, there's a bathroom.
Okay, good. Because this is really awkward. Because earlier I said I switched to his face. Well, everyone
I
over here
did.
just give.
Yes,
So
Carrie.
everyone.
I did make a roll to see if anyone would recognize you, but apparently no one in this part of town recognizes Suit and he.
Of course not. I'm sorry for your loss, but that's not why I'm here today. Is Madam Redscale in at the moment?
Yes, she's downtrodden in her office.
Okay, thanks.
She
Come on.
actually just gave a quite rousing eulogy to, to Lady Roz.
A fish
Her,
person in more appropriate boarding attire will come in through the door.
I'm sorry, did you say what?
He fucking snuck out the bathroom window. You show up as the number one suspect, go into the bathroom, switch forms, climb out the window, and come in through the front door?
give me
A
wait
more
before you do
brilliant
that.
strategy I have never seen.
Give me a common sense roll.
Okay.
Is everyone in the building instantly recognizes?
That's a
Oh no,
4.
this is certainly a good idea.
Oh wait, he came in as the. Oh no.
He
Yeah.
came in as the fish.
As the
Oh,
fish
as
guy
the
that was
fish.
there with her that they took prisoner that he just ate.
Oh no.
I'm gonna walk away to get some water. Y'all have fun.
I have to do another fish shadow roll. Hold on.
What are you talking about? You're not even here.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, they found
You
her
are supposed to
like
be here today.
as she's speaking, and she's like, "Hey, they found her alongside two merfolk, kind of like that guy."
Dun dun dun.
Wait,
Huh.
Nobody is just mentally face palming.
I
hey,
love that suspect number one comes in.
I got a soundboard for this.
Too stupid.
she's like, "What? Oh, um, uh, um, um, uh,
From
um."
what?
A merfolk, like she had these scratch wounds on her back, like from claws, like from
Oof.
a merfolk's claws.
Back to
Oh,
finish the job.
She,
look,
I don't want to. No, I'm not going to say anything. I took my I just finished sensitivity training after the last incident. I'm going to just let it go.
Oh
Breathe.
my god!
good.
Oh my god.
Okay, what happened?
Anyhow, we're gonna go and head to Red Scale's office now before that sensitivity training wears off.
Okay, what happened?
I just heard
So she was like describing what happened, and like um, Mana slipped into the bathroom.
Yeah,
Jumped.
I know Monoslick part. Monoslipping came in as the fishman. What happened as a result of that?
She was saying that the lady Redscale was found with slash marks across her back, kind of like claws. So it's like from like the claws on the merfolk. Look, and she was also found with two dead merfolk in the in space, and kind of and she looked up and saw a merfolk walking in, and she almost said something, but then she was like, "Not all merfolk."
Yeah, okay, I get it.
She was about to. She was about to catch the
It's
case.
like of the
Mhm.
of your 3 disguises, you chose the 2 worst ones to show up in.
Anyhow, let's move quickly.
Right, you knock on the door. I told Denise to hold all my appointments. Who's there?
Mr. Gold is here.
I don't know it, Mr. Gold. So you hear her walk. Look, and her footfalls are quite heavy for someone wearing like. A, actually, she wouldn't wear sandals because she's a dragonborn. So yeah, she has quite heavy footfalls, and she opens the door. Oh, it's you, and you brought
Mm-hmm.
friends.
It's
Um,
me, indeed.
here, come on in.
All right, quickly. I'll gesture in like, come on, guys, hurry up.
Nobody's like already sitting at her desk or whatever.
Hmm.
I just kind of appeared in there.
Ah, great, right.
I just love that nobody and Mana are just boop. We're already in here. What are you talking?
All right. So the screen, you guys, as the screen tightens in, it and everything goes grayscale. So I heard that the lady bad guy came across an accident last night.
Yeah, streets are dangerous.
Hmm.
Rather unfortunate.
Did I say at her desk? I meant behind her desk, like where she usually sits.
Like, so he goes to the window, not really caring much. Did you finish the deal?
No, unfortunately. Additionally, whatever you were going to offer, I'd like you to triple it.
That's not fair.
Hmm.
You went out and did the job for free, or at
Mm-hmm.
least attempted to, and made it harder for yourself on your own. Why should I pay extra for a botched job?
I mean, a triple if free is still free.
I like the way you think, Puppet.
Nope.
I'm disguised and my joints are wrapped. I do not look like how I look.
Well, are
Mm.
you do? Is it a magical disguise or a regular disguise?
Regular disguise.
Regular disguise. Okay.
Like his artifacts hidden in a wide brim hat and like
Hmm.
he's like in different cloaks
She's
and
just going
he's
to call
wrapped
you a
he's
scarecrow.
he
She's just going to call you a scarecrow then.
and he wrapped his puppet like um features.
Yeah, she's just going to call you a scarecrow.
You see, Alexis, that is what I would like to do if you hadn't fed it to Mana.
What is this?
Oh, she's like, drop that damn arm on the desk, and I'm like, I'd love to do that. The entire reason I had the fucking arm was so I could do that, and then I gave it to a Darpy, and she gave it to
Okay.
Mana, so I can't do that anymore.
Yes, they ate it. There was a whole thing about it. They immediately ate it, and now they have 1 hour of her form. There was a whole thing about it.
I mean,
What's
Let's
maybe
be
we
real.
could use a couple seconds of it and prove that we've done something at least.
Well, yeah, but the problem is that out of game to anyone else, that's a disguised self.
Let's be real, Miss Redscale. So far, me and mine are the closest that have come. Additionally, I didn't know that she could bam away like some fucking ghost.
uh, recall whistle? It's used in
Yeah.
naval battles so that people can get back to their ships if they still afloat and they fall overboard. The useful magic item.
Mm-hmm. She
What
would have been
happens
dead
if
if not for that.
their ship's not afloat?
The recall whistle who is they usually carry a second one that's key to their homeland, but that one takes longer to use and
Mm.
it's less reliable. They could end up on an island that looks close to the land that they come from.
Hmm.
But it's a one-time use item, either of them, so it's not like they can just mass produce them. It's usually only high-ranking naval officials that have them.
Mm. What can you tell me about this? I'll take out the locket and place it in front of her.
This is what she's like.
Mm. We were
Right.
close enough to take this away from her as well, in addition to her arm.
Hmm. So he looks at it. It's a locket. Doesn't really seem all that special. Let's see. Takes her claws and opens it, and immediately drops it in backs to the window.
I'll go over and pick it up and look at it, since that seems to have elicited an extreme reaction.
It's a picture of if you're a bad guy, mm, mm, arm over shoulder with a young gold dragon.
Oh. You're in the middle of a lover's spat.
Like you watch as she gets starts huffing and puffing, and you see the scales on her body they go from this deep crimson as she starts increasing in size. And it
Well,
turns this rose gold color. What has she done? And she starts scratching at the wall, leaving this deep gouge in the stonework.
or
Please,
look,
somebody have calm emotions.
what
Actually,
I'm about to say,
hold
please,
on.
somebody have calm emotions.
I don't. I believe I do.
You do. I remember you cast it.
look, guys, if we have to fucking fight the most powerful, like, bank owner in this place, it's gonna be bad for us.
Okay, I don't see it for some reason.
Hold
I'm
on.
pretty sure you cast it.
Madam Red Scale, are you well?
Scene takes a deep breath and returns to her original size and coloration. And like she smooths her fins a bit. I'll be fine, dear. No, I won't lie. I won't be fine.
My brain's just like, no, no, thank
I
you.
guess this would be a bad time to do a demonstration.
Very. I guess
Hmm.
I guess I should tell you why I needed her taken out.
I remember asking and you not being at liberty to discuss it at the time, so now would be ideal, I think.
Here, she's going to slide a piece of paper over to the three of you.
Alright. I'll,
Sign sign this contract, and we will I'll be able
Let's
to
it's half
inform
our
you about what's happening.
What's the
you know, make
contract
sure
say?
2K die.
It's a,
Broly.
it's it basically outlines a contract to kill.
No, we accidentally
Essentially, you
trampled all
guys
the
are
babies.
agreeing to within in your power and capabilities attempt to assassinate you're a bad guy and retrieve a stolen treasure.
I'm not signing that.
Don't worry, it's not that kind of contract.
I don't care.
The current amount written is 2,000 gold.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is there a particular reason that you're willing to divulge of why you want to throw the city into war?
I don't want to throw the city into war, or I want to get back at the person in, in who wronged me.
So is this over treasure or over your lover?
A lover. See,
Yeah,
she
that side
spits a
door.
molten in loogie on the ground. I don't take lovers. Not since he passed.
I understand it. You hired my services due to her attacking and sending your lover to the gate. Did I misunderstand that situation?
No. Sign and I will let you know.
I'll look over to nobody since Mana's made his intent clear. Buddy,
Who?
your thoughts?
No, like he's not nobody right now.
Oh no, Scarecrow, your thoughts?
I don't see why not.
Alright then. Just real quick, this isn't one of the like magic binding tracks. Like there's a
No,
way to do that, right?
no, it's not a magical contract on contract paper or anything. It's just a regular parchment and ink contract. It also has an exit clause if you guys wish to bow out at any point.
Okay.
Even if so, nobody never writes his true name down.
And no one can prove that it is your true name if you ever write it. You could
So
just write Scarecrow.
Simon will write Nomus Dolg.
All right. Nobody will. Hold on. I want to do something real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to think. He'll write down this Worserax.
And she's going to look at the fishman.
Yeah.
He made his statement already.
All right. Then I'll have to ask you to leave the room while I explain to your compatriots.
Nobody will keep the link between him and Mana as Mana leaves. I love that both Mia and Simon both went with backwards names.
Um, so is outside of her office just like is that back to the regular to the rest of the bank? Or are we like in the?
You're in the more administrative area. Yeah, there's a lot of there's like smaller offices where people go and they plead their case to get loans and whatnot.
I'll just wander through the hallway for a bit, see if I can find a closed off office that.
Um, you will get stopped by a security guard. He'll ask you who you are, where you're going, who you're here to see.
Y'all are acting like we signed our lives away. We didn't do shit.
Alright. And while you're getting interrogated by a security guard, the other two, she goes to a book on one of her bookshelves and pulls it down, and you immediately feel your connection to Mana cut.
Rude.
My apologies. I can't have you communicating with the outside world while I'm explaining this.
I love how she's fine with me knowing that she hired, like she literally hired one of you to assassinate a high-ranking government official that almost started a fight between the gods. But there's apparently more to this that she just can't let anyone know.
Mhm. First of all,
Hmm.
oh, I will let you know that I am an elder dragon.
Excuse me while I get my notebook out.
We mm, ancient dragons are they're few and far between. I've lived in this land longer than in pretty much anything else out there. The only one that's been out here is longer than me is Warmanu. Uh, Phoenix Eater or whatever you want to call him. Chicken Gobbler, or the Sun Catcher, whatever he's going by these days.
Hmm.
Or
All right.
I he was the mistress to the previous Dragon King of this region.
Okay.
That means that it, the egg that I conceived with him um, is a dragon princeling, which means that he has the potential to become the next Dragon King for this region.
All right.
That egg was left in the care of some of my patrons in a village far or to the south of here. But if you're a bad guy, along with a crew of Noxians, raided that village, killed my followers, and stole the egg. This was about 2 years ago. The egg was to lie dormant until such a time that it was he was destined to ooh, hatch.
Hmm.
At which point, I would take him under my wing, teach him all that I knew, and he would grow to be the next Gold Dragon King. Should he be strong enough to defeat the current Dragon King?
All right.
But from this image, I can tell that he has hatched. And he was raised for the first two very important formative years of his life if under her care.
Hmm. All right.
And mm, that means that he's no, he can't be in town though. He's not old enough to disguise himself. So I would have known if he was in town,
Hmm.
I would have seen him or sensed him. So he's somewhere. Either she took him back to Nox, like, and he's being raised in a foreign continent with foreign dragon kings about who surely want to snuff his life out, or he is somewhere outside of this city where I cannot see him.
It wouldn't
Hmm.
really surprise me if they're raising him so that the Noxians can take over the Dragon King.
But if that were true, why would they both look so happy? She says, is gazing back at the locket. A, a dragon child isn't like you who short-lived races. They are born fully cognizant and fully knowing of what they are. A dragon wormling is smarter than most mortals are when as adults as a hatchling.
Well, when we went and had our encounter with her, she was crying about it. Well, not the encounter, but over the image over that locket.
That worries me then. If she was crying over him, that means he's either dead or gone from her, which puts more credence to him being sent away. And I cannot leave this continent.
One way to find out is from the person themselves.
Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon. She was severely injured, and that goddess did something to staunch her from them passing away from her injuries. I don't know. Oh, I doubt she'll be recover anytime soon. Well, there is one way.
Hmm. And that would be?
That foolish priest in our room, the one who takes gold for miracles. If they were to send in her to anyone, it it would be to him with enough gold to make him um, do anything. I tried to
Um,
recruit him long ago. That I doubt that they would send him anytime soon. Send her anytime soon. They would want to send someone first to see if he'd even be willing. They wouldn't transport her lightly. Other than that, they would probably send her. They would probably send her back to
What did I
Knox,
miss?
but that I doubt that she would survive a trip through the seas. They're dangerous.
Hmm.
long as I can find her and break her will, I might be able to get the answers you need.
If
Long
you
and
if you guys can find her, or take her out and get the information I need, the the money is yours.
mm,
But if word gets out of his identity, the, and it reaches the wrong ears, there's there's nowhere or on this continent that I can't reach you.
mm,
I don't know. If we join the Noxian military, that's right out of her reach.
whew,
That is
fair
why
enough.
I don't need contract paper. My word is far more binding than any the god of contracts can force it to be.
Mm. All right. So, you either want her dead or us to get your boy back. Whew.
We hurry, we can leave him behind, and let's leave.
You certainly place
Let's hope
tall
everything's
orders on him, right?
fine.
I am an ancient dragon. I can sense how powerful you might become.
Me?
You and your compatriots here have quite the strong souls. The scarecrow, oh, actually, he has divine level potential. Though I don't know what your origin might be, I can sense that you could one day become a divine being.
You should attend one of his sermons.
Once we get far enough away, I can pick the other guy.
What
No,
sermons? I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you keep saying these things?
maybe one day. We'll see how you grow.
Oh, this is the
Mm. All right.
They're usually needles there.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, he calls.
Your best bet would be intercepting their messenger or heading to that city. They wouldn't. They don't have access to a teleporter, so they would go the slow route.
I'm
Mm.
getting off for the night. Y'all have a good one.
Oh, later, man. Sounds pretty good.
Look for a
I was gonna
caravan
laugh
heading
while he watches
to
something.
Arun.
Sorry, I missed that last bit. Could you
Don't
repeat
come
it?
swimming to
Look
us.
for a caravan heading towards Arun. They will send a messenger through that first before they send her.
Right.
I know you won't disappoint me. You have already done such good work.
Mm. A room. No, surely. I. Mm. Surely such good work deserves some small compensation.
I knew it would come to this. Fine. What do you want?
I think.
Viola. No, ma'am. No.
I think 500 gold would suffice.
500?
Less than half the promised amount. should either be completed. Of course, you can refuse. I'll still pursue it, but it would help. As I'm sure you're well aware, Miss Redscale, money makes the world go round.
Mhm. They're very shrewd. I can't give you 500 gold.
Hmm. You have an alternative?
How about I give you a box?
A box.
Yes, I will go in the vault and pull one of my personal boxes, and you get to keep what's inside.
Fair enough. Not every day I get to do business with someone of your stature.
Please run it.
All right, so she's going to go. Oh, she's going to lead you guys out of the room,
Children.
and she's going to take you the to the vault area.
Did you just replace all your money for a box?
Yes, they did.
Look,
It was literally the offer of you could have this fabulous cash prize or whatever is in this box.
For a freaking box that you have
hold on,
no clue what's in?
hold on. I would like to remind you I am fucking with a dragon right now.
So
Yes, a
she's
dragon you
literally
got dirt
asking
on.
you
We
to
could
she's asking you to do something so big. Besides the fact that this is a government official, she's talking about finding and retrieving a freaking golden dragon.
Yeah, this seems like
And you want a box?
a perfectly reasonable exchange to me.
No, that's not perfectly reasonable. Reasonable is you get at least some money and the
No,
box. And since she can't give you 500,000, the at
I
least the
didn't
Whoa,
ask.
we are
difference
not.
between the
Whoa,
two.
we aren't doing
He's being
500,000.
tossed.
It was only 500.
And
That's
he's
it.
using all the stamp.
oh you know what
Oh,
we
I
should
thought you
have
said 500,000 gold. And she
No,
was like, "Nah, I
Oh,
can't do 500,000 gold, but
I
I can
didn't.
give you this box."
He's not full grown.
oh
just 500. That's a.
you know what we could have done? We could have gotten her to take one of the marks, have her go burn down a merfolk town, and
Any of
then just
those
give us the
things.
blood crystals from that,
Look,
and she paid us in that.
I don't
Can
I'm
know.
we get a
accepting
box?
the box payment because right now the only person who is with me that could have reasonably talked me out of this is nobody. And he's all about random chance and things happening, so he's not gonna do that.
All right, so
You're not wrong.
she pulls a lockbox from the vault and just hands you the box, and she hands Scarecrow the key.
It's Warsax. Thank you.
Hmm.
Poor gas,
And
bro.
he'll click it open.
Oh,
You don't want to wait. You want to open your present now.
Think we want to make sure we're getting at least something of value and making sure that we're not being gypped here.
All right.
the severed head in this box.
Hold on, I gotta go in my a random item thing.
Oh, now my other side has stars. Look,
Watch it be just
it's full circle.
Alright, Loop Tavern table, don't fail me now.
Last, the only one who did steal.
Oh, I do have a question.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Wow, because I'm getting stopped by a guard who's talking. Is it possible for me to have found Lady Red Stealth office?
You just
As
came
like,
from her office.
not her, the bank, the member of the
Oh,
siren.
Raz's office?
Yeah.
Um,
Was
sorry, it doesn't give me like a just pop out a number. So I wish it had a table option. Is there an option to make it a table?
even if it is her laundry, wouldn't it be still
Oh,
pretty profitable to find clothes from a elder dragon? Just sell that.
yeah, they're all like it's fine.
so then I guess go to my tables.
By the way, did
Yeah,
you guys check what
Eh,
the exit clause was?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you guys check what the exit clause was?
No, they
roll.
didn't.
Basically, like, if it is literally impossible for us to do it, I think we're good.
Alright, you guys got
Not the pause.
Brash.
um it is a bottle of wine,
the reason I got these garlic
Oh my
sides
god, not Radishine
was
again.
fast because they
no,
Mug a dragon.
Nope, it's stronger this time around. It's gotta be strong
and
enough to get a dragon drunk.
a
like maybe this probably adolescent.
dagger. Well, that's not fair. Alright. Um it's a ruby dagger. This dagger was made from cast infernal iron and then was forged in fire, and it has an intricate golden hilt.
Is there anything like special about it?
Um,
That gas probably saw it.
ooh, like she's actually surprised. This is my dagger made from abyssium. It was crafted in the abyss and brought over when the immigrants came through.
Hmm. Pick it up.
Probably hoping he could get away.
I was about to say nobody.
That's
Okay.
what I was worried about. It's a 5 minute
Right,
hit. You
now,
kind
how
of
do I add that to here? Import and import, and then I can just open um I guess Simon,
make okay, so let's get off.
Hmm.
Go.
and then I go to the things I just imported, right?
Probably
And then I just drag and drop, right? Inventory, is it in there? Yep, that's in there.
Yeah, I got the wine.
And where's the other thing?
God. I'm
Okay.
not even deleting.
And a dagger.
Look at me, I was mangled.
there anything
That is
special
not the
other than
dagger.
just
God.
it being a dagger?
Hmm. You got quite a good deal. Well, if it were anyone else, they would have taken the fabulous his promise of 500 gold.
Okay, I'm still confused on what if the dagger is actually worth it.
And it's a
It
dagger
does.
worth 100 times that.
From what I'm reading, it does a big fucking owie to make sure someone dies.
Now it's
Oh no.
Oh yeah, this bypasses the gate altogether when you kill someone with it.
yeah, that's what
Well,
happened.
There is
It
well,
one
might tell
issue that I'm
it might
seeing
tell
today.
Hmm.
It's right next to
yeah, no,
the
it doesn't really
attunement
have that.
thing.
what does it do?
A cleric of evil alignment.
Sometimes you them.
So
But
it's
there were only 13
not
lines,
we can't
but
even use
what?
it.
Uh, I mean, you
4,
can still
5,
use it as
7.
a
That's
+1 dagger, but you
yeah.
can't use any
And there
of
were
its
7 of them.
attunement effects.
That's 4
Although
daggers.
it is considered magic.
Yeah, so
Chances
you
of
have a
us
+1 dagger at least until someone becomes a cleric and is evil.
Okay, I have a
Don't worry, I
suggestion.
can head that way.
I have a suggestion.
I was all Hmm.
I'm copying it.
So is the wine special anything, or is it just wine?
But it teleports back because
Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do.
It's a very special wine made in the Long Empire. It has
Yep.
no special
yeah,
abilities. It's just a very nice wine.
How about this?
we did it right before
Oh my god.
Why store these two things together
y'all.
in particular? I don't know.
I mean,
Jesus. Who
is this like
If
Simon's
you
gonna
if
look at her and
is
be
this
like,
like it's like that one?
who hurt you?
Uh,
she
this is
shrugs.
literally someone with a gun and a vault and a bottle of wine.
That is what it is, isn't it? Oh
Yeah,
man.
that has some dark implications here.
If you ever just want to go straight to the river Styx, bypass the gate, bypass judgment and everything, just take yourself out with this dagger.
Mm.
But no,
God.
first you gotta pledge yourself. No, it's so many steps though. You gotta pledge yourself to an evil deity, just so that you could then do all that.
Yeah, at least it'd be
You
a good
imagine
start
this is just
though.
something that she's collected over the years. It's probably not something that she herself
Oh, what?
intended to use. But
Bro.
yeah, with that, it
Give her a look. You got anything less? Looks at the dagger and how
One of
it's
my
kind of
assignments
evil looking.
said,
Malevolent.
mm,
people probably look at me.
I mean, you accepted the mystery box. This is the
I
mystery box.
fair enough.
I'm just saying, I posted something in the chat. I think would work perfectly fine.
Mm.
I'll. You know what? I'll take it. I'll figure something out.
I was about to ask. Out of game, should I ask? Should I get a mystery box for my involvement in this, even
Why
though he
not?
had nothing to do with it? All right. Um,
I wish, but it's not.
nobody was just like, well, that's some pretty presents for him, but what about my contribution into this? Should I get a box as well?
Hmm.
Can I roll something? Should I roll something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll some puppy dog eyes for me.
What would that be?
Lex is losing it right.
I got persuasion. I got oh well, I guess it would be deception.
Oh, actually, we do Titans count as evil gods? Because we could take this knife to Apep, sell it to him.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know if you can see what I'm looking at and what it does to people, but like,
So
I
what do
cannot see it.
what do I need to roll, Keontae?
A charisma roll.
Just a charisma roll, or
Hmm.
Not persuasion or
that's what I'm asking.
And whichever charisma based skill roll you would like to use.
I mean, technically, it is. Let's do persuasion.
ooh,
24.
All right. Give me a D4.
Oh, okay.
it's that bad.
thank you for doing business
4.
with the Shady Guild.
All right.
Yeah, here I thought she was just gonna eat you guys, so because you're the witnesses.
Now she's gonna do that when they come back.
Um, she pulls out a box. It has all right, the deed to one ox
You now own an ox.
Is that it?
and a potion of thunder resistance.
She's robbing you guys.
She is.
All
Never
right,
mind.
Carrie, there
Yes,
you go.
no.
You can look at what that does.
She's like, there's no pity system here. You get random stuff.
You get ripped off.
She has an organization and system to this somehow. You know it. She's just pulling stuff from the box. She's just pulling a box out, and it just has these two seemingly unconnected things in it.
Hmm.
What's the story behind this one ox and the potion of
Here's the
thunder
thing.
resistance?
She shouldn't have
Question.
let y'all pick the box.
I
It
kind of
shouldn't have
want.
been her
I kind.
picking. She knows exactly what's in those damn boxes.
Hold on. I kind of want to try my luck here. Now, do you think this is really adequate compensation?
I mean, he did get that
Anyhow,
nice
I will.
dagger.
How much fun worth?
But yeah, that's what
I
I
think her
say.
son's worth all those
You
boxes.
That's not even gives me cooperative.
How many
spend
boxes are
3
in here?
points
All right,
to help.
roll one more time.
Wait, nope. I didn't mean to do advantage. That's my bad.
You were
Hold on.
supposed to. I'm using a helping hand.
Yeah, so yeah,
Oh, okay.
fine.
We are the worst.
She lets you pick a box.
Choose wisely.
Uh,
I would just say cheat if you have detect magic and use detect magic.
which I don't, which is bad.
Yep.
Well, I can't do like detect thoughts on her. I don't want to piss her off. And also,
He probably doesn't even remember what's in these.
It's
okay, I will kind of weigh my options, see what I guess feels like pretty heavy and try. I know it's literally randomized, but I'm just. Is there
I
anything I can roll to like instinctually appraise or whatever?
try to reach out for the dreams of lost souls.
No, all the boxes look exactly the same and they're all the same size.
Okay.
All right, so you reach out for a box and she immediately puts her hand on the box. Not that one.
Yes, that one.
That only once makes me want it more.
You can't handle what's inside that box.
I can
Even
handle a lot of
I,
things.
I would say see if she's trying to play you on that. That it's actually not as good. She's just trying to upplay it to make you take
Hold on.
that one.
but he was already going to take that one.
Yeah,
Just
but what
say,
I was saying
Any
is that she's upplaying it so that you will want that one, so that you will take it, so that
There's
just said,
clearly there's something clearly very scary in this box. She seems
take
very
it,
nervous that you touched this box in particular.
take it.
take it. Take it.
Follow your heart. Let the chaos inside you free.
Okay, did her thing totally turn off my magic, or is it
You
just
you can't um yeah, you can attempt to cast detect thoughts on a ancient gold dragon.
no? I'm just talking about in general my magic. Did it
Um,
turn it all off?
you while you're in the vault, metal magic can be used. I will say
Damn it.
that.
Okay. Um. So I could try sleight of hand, but I don't know if I can get past her. Um. Then what's so scary about this one?
Thank you. If you aren't already insane, you- this will drive you insane. If you are already insane, this will take you to the deepest depths of the unknown and leave you there a sniveling, crying heap as your soul is consumed by the unknowable infestation of a creature far beyond your ability to comprehend.
You'd be surprised of what I can comprehend.
I would not be.
All right then. He'll continue like waving his hand and just gauges her reaction.
Like you're still trying to pull the box out.
Not that box. Oh well, you know what?
Uh,
Uh,
like when you moved her
Do
hand
it.
away,
Do it.
she will breathe a heavy sigh of relief.
I don't think I can because I don't have that high of like stealth to see if I could or sleight of hand to see if I could switch it out and see see if I could grab that one. But I'm like, I'll just my curiosity though.
Do it. Your character would do it. It's what your character would do.
I have a,
Embrace the chaos.
John,
what
relax. He
what
is
is the
right,
most
but relax.
My
mundane
character
looking?
would definitely try to go for it. Let's. This is probably not going to go well. Can I try a sleight of hand to see if I can swap it out and grab that one?
Yeah, you can.
Spend 2 more points and
I mean, if you have the points.
You
I
guys have
have 5 of them.
5 of them.
I,
Yeah.
this will
Oh,
put me
so
down,
I can do
but
advantage.
yeah, as
Oh wow. Wow. Even with advantage. Ow.
As Simon's like looking for the most mundane looking box in the room.
They all look exactly the same. But now you know
Uh,
she knows exactly what's in every single box. So
So yeah, I don't
Miss
think that goes over well unless she like rolls horrifically.
okay,
Miss Redskin, do I look evil to you?
she takes a look at you and then looks at Scarecrow.
Competition's pretty stiff right now.
I can't say at least I tried. And you'll choose a different box.
I'm sorry, but the Dreamer's Edge is not that ready for this world.
Hmm, fair enough.
Do I know that name?
Actually, you might because that's something related to something in your backstory. Give me a religion check as you're pulling out your new box.
No. Hold on. I'm not gonna say I'm pulling out just yet.
Ah,
Because I have a feeling that would stop me in my tracks for a second.
Hold up. That sounds familiar.
right.
Do I
Good.
get
What?
advantage since it's part of my
Yes,
backstory?
you
Yeah.
do get advantage.
Mhm.
13. Wow, I am not good at
Um,
doing well on advantage.
so the founder of the cult wielded two weapons. One was Krimva's Tooth, and the other was Dreamer's Edge.
Oh, yeah, you probably
Before
want that now.
before he made his ascension attempt, he both weapons were lost. Both, and when he ascended to Elysium, there was something that happened and that scattered his soul, and but the believers tend to think that he made it to Elysium. You speculate that he probably didn't, but it,
Oh,
like just hearing the name of the weapon, and you know that this thing is related to the gods beyond the veil.
Screech! Hold on. Ah,
Give
I
in
don't
to the
have
peer
any viable
pressure.
ways to make a distraction.
You have other people in the room that can make a distraction for you.
Actually, can he communicate with me
Can't you,
again?
you
Mm-mm,
hold her to her word?
not in the vault.
I mean, she said that you could
Except for
pick whatever
Simon.
one that you want, and
I'll
you picked
just.
one that you wanted. She can't go back on her own word.
You know what?
I would
That is
challenge that.
that is true. You did say, or I could choose any box that I wanted. You may refuse it, but you did say I could choose. Are you not going to hold up to your end of the bargain?
Oh no.
That paints that paints a pretty bad precedent for this contract.
Yep, does indeed, doesn't it?
Like you watch her scales go that rose goldest color. You're, you do not understand what you're dealing with. That
Mm,
weapon is a worm killer, and you are not ready for such responsibility.
Sit down, child. I'm older
Worm,
than you.
worm killer or not, I believe I actually know more about this weapon than you do.
Have you met? I have met the man who wielded this weapon.
So have I.
It was not a pretty sight.
Most things from that area aren't supposed to be pretty.
So,
Fine then.
pick this
How about
box up.
this? I'll take a random box once again, but I want to add to the contract. If we are successful in doing what you've told us to do, I want that box. I'll even give up my portion of the gold.
That blade is worth far more than paltry 5,000 gold. I already gave you a blade that's worth half as much of it as it.
Hmm.
Though you might not be able to use it, you could sell it and get at least 3/4 of its value.
Mm.
Who's gonna buy that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright then.
What evil cult are you gonna find that's gonna be like, yes, please, I would pay for that.
To
I'll
take
go
your
ahead
stuff.
and take my random box, but I will make a mental note of which box that one's in.
Okay. Um, your new
And
box
please,
contains one um staff made out of bones.
that's stupid. I would have taken the ox.
Um, as you touch it, it seems almost alive. And as you touch it, the bones at the top of the staff extend. Like it's like made out of spinal vertebrae, and the vertebrae on the back extend into a blade. It an axe-like blade. It's a halberd
Ooh.
made out of bones, called the Bone Severed Halberd.
Alright then. Is there anything else?
A bottle of vodka, also from the Long Empire.
She just likes storing her weapons with with booze.
And gotta make you think what kind of booze she's storing with the other weapon that you were wanting.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably Ratty Shine.
Mm. Or something even stronger.
So I got myself an
Actually, no, the
ox.
vodka is from the Dragon Empire.
Oh wow. Then that's some strong shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I love that that was notable for an update.
Well then I thank you. And I apologize for stepping on any toes.
It's fine. It, that blade has enticed too many people to do evil things.
She literally gave away the evil cult weapon.
Mm-hmm.
No, no. If you, okay, I want you to go in later. I want you to go in the items list and look at that weapon and tell me the that's not like the 10 times worse than the sword that sends people straight to the river Styx, straight to the abyss, and you become a demon.
But yeah, that's bad, but literally someone has to respec for that. And then, if you're a cleric, why are you using a knife?
But with that, I
Oh
think
my
uh,
gosh, it's Halberd. I'm sorry.
I think with that it you oh yeah, and this thing extends like when you swing it around, it gets longer, like a whip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Yeah, at first I thought it was going to be a magic staff.
It's like think Renji's sword from Bleach, but a halberd.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nick.
What?
You're gonna lose every fight.
Yep.
Damn.
All right. With that,
Yep.
say everyone say bye to the viewers.
Yeah.
Bye, the view.
Bye to the
Bye.
viewers.
Farewell.